Hello there, Faubion Orchestra parents and students. This is Ms. Glass with a brief introduction on Rank 1 Sports, how to get there from our website, and how to upload your students' extracurricular co-curricular contract, the emergency contact form, as well as the random drug testing consent form that is required of all 7th and 8th graders that are in a performing contest group. Mrs. Zamora has provided links from our website to the Rank 1 Sports website for your convenience. So we're going to start by going to the Faubion Orchestra webpage, which is www.faubionorchestra.com. It'll pull up our wonderful website, which is a wealth of information. You'll see our slideshow of our students having a great time on the home page. Then we have our About Us section, which talks about Mrs. Zamora and I, our forms and handouts, our music page, our links and media page, and then our page about joining the orchestra. The page that we're going to want to look at is our forms and handouts. And here you have all the handouts and forms we have passed out to the students so far this year. It has really great information. It has links for example, the parent volunteer background check link. If you're wanting to go with us on field trips or anything like that, you have to fill out a volunteer background check. How we do our performance points and grading guidelines. But over here is where we are focusing today, on the form section. And you'll see that if you scroll over signature page or private lesson form, field trip form, they're all separate links to those forms. On the extracurricular co-curricular code of conduct, you'll see that we have a Rank 1 link. Thank you, Mrs. Zamora. So we are going to be clicking that Rank 1 link and it'll take you to the website. And here we are. Now, if you look at the website, you will notice that you don't see the forms right away. What you need to do is scroll over electronic participation forms, and there are the forms. So let's try one out. Here's our co-curricular extracurricular contract. Now I'm going to use myself as a student so that way you'll see how this works. I'm going to type in Christine Glass. I'll use a student ID 123456. And then I will be attending Faubion Middle School. And if you look below, it actually printed out my name right there on this little box. And then it printed my student name here. Here's the cool part. If you have a touch screen on a smartphone, an iPod touch screen, an iPad, any sort of touch screen device, or you have a mouse or a mouse pad, you can actually do an electronic signature. So I'm going to write with my mouse, me. And I'm even going to draw a little heart. And then I'm going to click I agree. Then you as the parent would type your name here, parent name. And then I'm going to sign the word parent. Now obviously guys, these aren't going to be fantastic signatures, however, they are acceptable. See, my signature with my mouse is not the greatest, but it'll still work. And then I'll click I agree. Now down here at the bottom, I would type my email address, so cglass@mckinneyisd.net. That's obviously not my parent email, but I'm using that as an example. And then I would click the word submit, which is a button down at the bottom. Now what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that I have an email copy of this form for my records, but then I'm also going to receive a notification once the form has been approved, and it uploads it straight to our Faubion database for your students. Now we're going to go to another form. We're going to go to the MISD emergency contact form. On this one, same exact idea. First name, last name, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one actually shows that this student information does not match any existing student. Well, I'm not a student, so that's okay. And then Faubion Middle School. And see, it typed out my last name, my first name, my middle name, which is Renee. And then I'm going to say I'm in the 6th grade. I wish, probably not, but, and then we have information that we fill in down here, parent, guardian information, emergency contact information, parent or guardian's permit. And so by my signature below, I do hereby acknowledge and agree as follows. And so it has all the information down below. Now, if your student takes any prescription medications, you'll need to type that here. So if your student has any medications they take on a regular basis, that's where you would fill that out. And then again, you'd print your name here, sign your name here, click I agree, and then same thing here, parent email, and you click the word submit. Now let's go to the random drug testing consent form. Now again, this is for only the 7th and 8th graders that are part of a contest performing group. So if you have a student who is a beginner, you do not need to fill out this form. So you see right there, grades 7 through 12. And you fill out your student first name, last name, student ID, the school they're attending, and it goes through what the consequences are for positive testing, what it is, the fact that it's a random test. And then down here you fill out the top part, print guardian parent name, and down here, since you fill out the information up here, so I'll type in Christine Glass again. It'll actually fill that out down here for you once you type that at the top. And then again, parent, guardian name, print, signature, click I agree, and then the student has to sign it as well. And then type in your parent email and press the button submit. And this is just the briefest of introduction into Rank 1 sports. I hope that you found this very informative. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email either myself or Mrs. Zamora. You have that contact information in your handbook, or you can go to the Faubion Orchestra webpage at www.faubionorchestra.com, and you'll find our contact information on the webpage in the section About Us. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.